Traders, Zellman here. It's March 17, 2019. It's a Sunday. It's actually St. Patrick's Day. It's about, let's say 9 o'clock, 9:30 in the evening. I'm going to provide a report, a trading update on ticker symbol AXXA, AXXA Group Inc. And the reason why, I have a lot of individuals messaging me about AXXA and, you know, what happened the last few days, and I figured if I do a trading tutorial, it's better than just posting or responding back to each individual. So let's get into it, okay? First thing, as far as AXXA, we need to know share structure. The share structure, I believe, is about 500 million of authorized shares. The float, I believe, is 230 million. You guys need to do your own research, but I believe that's it. As far as the catalyst, both what they've done in 2018 and into 2019, what they're expected to do with their forward-looking statements moving forward, looks great. So it has great catalysts. You know, share structure is great. And now let's take a look on the technical level. And if you can see, I already created a triangle pattern that was created. I want to say right here after this bar. And the reason why I state this is because news came out. The fact that she couldn't close above this but closed below it formed one top here, two tops here, and you see how she's just trading right above that. News came out here. She went up to the downtrend and then trailed back down. This is when I actually sent out a text. I'm like, hey, good morning, it's great to be a shareholder. Opened up at 2 right at the open, and then sellers came back in and pushed her down a little bit lower than what she closed the day before. Then I just knew this is a trading range that that were being toyed with by the shorts, because you know, I was looking at lower lows, higher lows, where I figured, hey, you know, we're going to break through right there. But the triangle pattern was formed right here. Well, you know, there's 3 different patterns when it comes to triangle patterns. There's engulfing patterns, there's descending patterns, and there's symmetrical patterns. This is a symmetrical pattern. An engulfing pattern is like a bullish pennant. Descending pattern is a bearish pennant, and a symmetrical pattern is a neutral pennant. And this is what a neutral pennant is. After what she did right here, I really thought she was going to go higher. I honestly thought she was going to break through, be a bull flag, and just rip. But the fact that she closed right there, I already knew that the bears were trying to push her down, but it's in the trading range. This is her uptrend. This is her downtrend. Okay, within this trading range, we have to expect that AXXA is going to trade within this range right here. Now, I don't think she's going to go below this range. And as you can see, I did some doodling, but I'll clear this up real quick. And what I want to show is, you know, I don't think she'll go as low as the downtrend. And what I mean by that, maybe, like, I believe tomorrow, coming Monday, she'll trade up, and then, you know, she'll trade down, and maybe she trade up, but by the end of the day she'll trade underneath that that downtrend. Then maybe the following day she'll trend down, trade this way, then maybe even go down here. But by the end of the day she'll probably close up, and then maybe she'll just continue trading sideways until she breaks up like this and do something like that. Okay, now that's what it looks like she can do, or something similar of that nature. I don't think she's going to break downwards. And let me just show you what I mean by that. I don't think she's going to break underneath here. So like after this and she goes over here, oops, she trades under here. I don't think she's going to trade like that. And the reason why is because the forward-looking statements are there. Press releases of their you know, their business model, of their conglomerate services, they're actually a conglomerate penny stock. They're diversifying their portfolio. They're not just in one or two categories like majority of penny stocks are. If you do your research, you'll see, companies are focused on one product line or two products in general, and they don't diversify their business plan like this company does, like AXXA Group. And this is why, like, from hotel real estate to just recently again into tapping into the Asian markets and receiving the content distribution rights, the whatever else they got going on. They got so much going on. The $12 million restructuring plan. They have quite a few things that's going on. Just do your research. I could be doing this tutorial for maybe 2 hours if we're going to keep talking about AXXA. Do your research on her. Look at the share structure, the previous statements, their press releases, and the forward-looking statements. The valuation. Everything looks good. All right. And even the chart, even though she ticked down right here, she stood above this support trend line. And this is what I believe she's going to do. Maybe not to the exact theory of these movements, but something like that. She crosses this X mark. That's usually a good thing, especially if it goes on the positive side. And now, like, if you look at it, right, that's somewhat, I'm not saying, well, let me undo the last one. That somewhat looks right in a sense, like the pattern, okay? Now, I can continue with the pattern and say, oh, she's going to do something like this. It's possible, okay? Now, let me just remove this first because you guys might have just got a little too excited. Okay, so let me get out of drawing face. And I believe you can get about a dime on AXXA, possibly even more. So let's look at 8 to 12 cents, right? But I honestly believe that 50 to 75 cents is not out of the question. I'm going to explain why, because I want to set the record straight of when it comes to patterns and history tries to repeat itself, okay? So we see this move right here, and this is, I guess, where AXXA 2017 business model first started. The highest it went to was, I believe, 16 cents, right? The high right here is 18 cents. Right there. Is that 16 or 18? Not sure. All right, let's say 16 cents, okay? And she traded sideways downwards, and guess what? Over here was nearly double, right? More than double, 36 cents, right? Look at that, okay? So 38 cents right there, right? So 16, and now it's 38. And the next time she can go up, can actually do double this, right? So we're looking about double. So if this was 38, let's say 75, even 50. But that's too extreme. I mean, is it possible? It's not out of the question because, as far as a trader, you look for some type of, especially when it comes to technicals, you look for some type of rhythm, some type of pulse, and you try to go based on the analysis that indicates on what you see and what it's capable of doing. Can it do it? It's possible. It's not out of question. But obviously, a dime looks a lot more feasible than 50 to 75 cents. I don't rule out that she could get there, but, I plan to take a good portion of my profits, anywhere from 8 to 12 cents, and see what happens with the remainder. Just smart trading, I guess, but 50 to 75 cents, I definitely cannot rule out, but I don't think I'll hold all my shares for that extreme price. I hope this clarifies, AXXA for you guys. I really think she's heading up this week. This support right here, she's going to bounce off her support levels right here, and she could just trade within this range. But once she gets above this downtrend, look for her to head higher. And usually this would happen above, right before or right at this X mark. Okay, so pay attention to some X mark. Usually happens around that range. If she's below it, I really don't think she's going to stay below it for a real long time. Even if she breaks this downtrend, there's just a lot of catalysts in there. I think the shorts are going to get burned. They're going to cover. Oh, just one more thing. If you actually see how many shorts are out there for the stock, it's You know, it's insane. I want to say for the last 30 days alone, I'm not even talking about trading days, just the last 30 days. I want to say 25 to 30 million shares are short. Um, if I had to guess, I would say about a third shares are short, maybe even more on AXXA. So there's about 230 million shares at the float. Let's say about 75, maybe, let's say 65 to 90 million is short, somewhere around that base. I'm just taking guess over here, but I think I'm somewhere in line. I'm just, that don't take my word for it. It's just my opinion and my theory. But I think that's not it's not 100% accurate, but I think it's in line with what I've been digging up with. It could be a little more, a little less, but somewhere around that range. Anyhow, I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial on AXXA. Visit my profile on Twitter at Trading Teacher. You could actually join our penny stock chat room on Discord. Visit my profile on Trading Teacher, and you'll see a link to go directly into our Discord chat group to trade penny stocks. There's a lot of traders, such as myself. We talk about penny stocks all day long. We do research. We communicate about the next potential boom. You can follow me on Facebook. I plan to YouTube, Twitch. I plan to live stream on all those platforms real soon. So if you're not following me, please follow me. You'll actually watch me trade live in the near future. And I also will have trading courses upcoming in the near future on my site, thetradingteacher.com. Sorry you're seeing me shift from left to right. I just have multiple monitors and I'm reviewing stuff as I'm communicating with you individuals. Anyway, once again, my name is Zelman. Have a great evening. I hope you guys have a lot of success this coming week trading the stock market. Remember, you can follow me on Twitter at Trading Teacher. Take care and have a great evening.